Welcome to this quick tutorial on Ocular3D. Ocular3D can be used for various applications and industries. However, today we are going to focus on driver visibility with respect to gauges and controls. When you first enter Ocular3D, you will notice the viewing screen on the left and menu control tabs over on the right. The viewing pane allows you to be able to pan, zoom, and rotate your 3D model using the keyboard keys or your mouse. Over here on the Viewer tab, you will see the model name, the triangle count, the masked area control, and also the ability to be able to turn on and off the virtual reality headset. Now we're going to rotate this part into a position so I can mask the area of interest required to study only the instrument panel of this vehicle. Masking also helps in the processing time. Now that I have masked the model, I simply click on the Study tab and I enter a name. If I've already entered a study before, like I have, a centroid point will be located here. If I want to control the surface quality, I would select here, and then finally I would click this button to be able to run the study. But let's first take a look at what we actually are studying. So I'm going to rotate the part and get it into a position where we can see the instrument panel. Now I'm going to zoom up. And I'll click on here to be able to center it and rotate it again just slightly so you can actually see the eye positions. So notice that the blue ball here is the left eye, and notice that the yellow is the right eye. The blue band is what the left eye can see, the yellow band is what the right eye can see, the black is what both eyes cannot see, and the white is what both eyes can see. Notice how I am able to study monocular and binocular field of view very quickly. But currently we are in visualization mode, and the color bands have not been turned into accurate surface criteria that can be exported and then imported into a CAD system. Now I'm going to hit Run Study. Now we have entered the Results tab. The Results tab allows you to be able to export surfaces to an OEM CAD system, such as NX or CATIA, or create PDF reports for vision criteria for reporting purposes. Moving back to the preview screen, we can easily zoom in. The first thing you will notice is the color bands are now very, very clean around the edges, for this is now surface data. If I want to create a report, I'm going to move the part to the middle. I'm going to zoom in, and I'm going to create a new report. In this particular case, I'm studying the gauges. So I want to be able to see behind the steering wheel. So I'm going to drag the clipping plane depth until it clips out the steering wheel. Once I get it into position, I simply hit Generate, and I give the report a name. Hit Next, and the report generator will generate a PDF for me. If I double-click on the report, I notice that it grabbed the image with the ability to be able to export it to a PDF. I click on Export. I can hit Desktop, pick OK. Now if I minimize Ocular3D, you will notice that the PDF is now on the desktop. If I double click it, it will open up a PDF viewer and I will be able to see the report exactly how I ran the study. Now I'll click back. So now let's click on Surface. Notice that the 3D model is now in this window. If I want to move the model around, I can actually move it around inside of this window as well. I can also zoom out, zoom in, and I can also focus directly on a control, such as here. Now if I just want to mask that area, I can actually apply a mask just to that control, pick Apply Mask, you can see now I have the three-dimensional surface criteria specifically for that control. Now I can export as an OBJ file or an STL file, and I can import those directly into my CAD system. If I want to create another study, it's as simple as hitting the plus sign, giving it a new name, maybe this time creating a different study type, maybe a 95th ellipse, which is an 18-point study, or a 99th ellipse, 18-point study, or maybe a European standard, V1 and V2, or specifically just a user-defined point. Again, just as we saw before, we can move these positions until we get it exactly where we'd like, and we can rerun that study again. Thank you for being a part of this tutorial, and we look forward to providing you with more demonstrations in the near future.